You're so right to highlight that international dimension. Of course, today is World Maritime Day, and the theme of the IMO's World Maritime Day is very much in this space. Obviously, the environment is so important, so crucial to the shipping industry. We have to play our part, and the industry, um, is committed to net zero, to decarbonize. They obviously need, because of the international nature, we need that support for that journey. But we take our message and our campaign, and we join campaigns at the international level under the auspices of, for example, the International Transport Workers Federation. They're incredibly influential in the debate about the just transition and making sure no seafarers are left behind. But regionally as well, our Dutch branch is still very much in the EU. And the UK is still a European nation, so Europe is still very important. So we are vocal and active in the European space, in social dialogue structures, with the ship owners at European level and with ship owners at international level. And of course, we're amongst a small band of trade unions in the maritime industry that commit a lot of resources also to the International Maritime Organization. And we have colleagues that attend pretty much every IMO meeting, and particularly the meetings that are discussing skills. The the Convention on Standards of Training, Certification and Watchkeeping (STCW) is currently undertaking a comprehensive review. There's going to be a clear need for that to adapt and to incorporate these principles of a just transition, reskilling and upskilling. So we're centre stage for that, to make sure the voice of our members is heard loud and clear. We've done lots of research in this space, and we've done this with our Nautilus Federation partners and colleagues. So that builds an evidential base that we can then take forward to the IMO. And not forgetting also, when we want to talk about workers' rights and training, we also have to think about the International Labour Organization. And again, in that space, we are committing our time and effort and resources to support the ITF and other colleagues in the ILO to advance the principles of justice and fairness for workers, to make sure that we can and our members can continue to work in secure and safe industry. So all I would say is, if you want a headline, we're all over this just transition. There is nowhere we're not raising this issue. And it will, in the end, come back to company level discussions, because if there's a company today looking at investing in new ships and new technology, particularly with an eye on the fuels, alternative fuels, whether they're thinking, well, we need to move away from, the old dirty heavy oil, or we're thinking of diesel, and then we'll go LNG, or and then we're thinking about batteries and hybrid power and even nuclear power and ammonia and all these different solutions that are still some way off, being prevalent, but there are people already taking those steps. We will be having those conversations at company level with our reps, with our full-time organisers and officers of the union, in those discussions, to make sure that those plans and those investments and those new ships and that new technology has a human centre to it, to make sure that we are trained and upskilled and reskilled, and particularly on the technological front and the AI front, if I may digress just slightly from the main theme of the environment. Those need to be focused on enhancing the human experience, not replacing them, not doing them out of jobs, but actually enhancing their ability to do their jobs more effectively, more efficiently, and solidify the role of the Merchant Navy officer, the maritime professional, in all seafarers, in the safe operation and the sustainable operation of shipping. So we are very busy in this space.